Sorry, I got cut off there yesterday, and so I'm starting back up on the top of page 60. They're not all like that, he added fairly. Most of them don't care if the brothers and sisters want to grab an armload of boxcars. Myrtle had gotten used to Hobie's talk enough to figure out that was another way to say catch a ride. It was evening when they arrived in Washington. When they got off the train in Washington, Hobie stayed on it. "Think I'm going to ride this as far as it goes," he said. "Might make it to Florida." He seemed to have no interest in actually being in any of the places that trains went to, Myrtle thought, but only in getting to them. Myrtle had met kids like Hobie before. New York was full of them, grown-up kids who had been out on their own for years. She didn't really blame Hobie for being tough enough to argue with a brakeman who was threatening to throw her out of a train. Toughness was what kept such kids alive. But the next thing he said shocked her. "There are bound to be a lot of brakemen between Washington and Florida," Violet said. She reached for her pinned-up handkerchief of money and tried to give it to Hobie. He wouldn't take it. "I have money," he said. "You what?" Myrtle squeaked. "You have money? You were going to let that brakeman throw Myrtle out of the train when you had money to pay him with?" Violet demanded. "Oh, of course I wasn't," said Hobie. He did not elaborate. "You Angelinas take care now." Myrtle didn't know whether to believe him or not, about the money and about whether he would have let the brakeman throw her off the train. She decided she had to believe he wouldn't have. The alternative was too awful. She took a deep breath. "You take care too, Hobie," she said. "Yes, and thank you," said Violet. They waved to him as the train pulled out.